Yeah, no game. Yeah, say of no game. But the highest popularity where I know say dem dey play, yeah, it's Call of Duty.
But ẹ̀dùn ṣe mọ́ nílé nìyí. Ẹ̀yin lásán ẹ̀yìn ni.
Bennett, for our morning. At 92 years. It's 92 years old.
Àwọn tó ń rúlù náà rí wọn pé
Put it.
Gbogbo presidential àtàwọn wọ́ọ̀dù bàtà Nàìjíríà ti kò jẹ́. Gbogbo wọ́n tún yòókù. Ẹ̀dọ́ ṣe 20 years wà. Ẹ̀dọ́ ṣe 30 years wà. Wọ́n máa wà lórí àgbà kan 30 years. Nàìjíríà ló ti lò fẹ́. But problem tí wọ́n ní pé àwọn ti ní orí àwọn regulation. Wọ́n ní níwọ̀n bá pẹ̀lú àwọn Nàìjíríà ṣe àbáyé Nàìjíríà.
And once they return to the Sutu's control, among them is the Free State, one of the three South African provinces that share a border with small Southern nation. Italy, the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal.
The colonialism we're talking about, the fact that some people came from the Netherlands, they came because that was a route where they could sell their spices. It was one of the spice routes. And after they came through the Cape of Good Hope and the spice trade fell, then they became the bootleggers. They walked up and started cleaning London. And you're seeing all of this back. It's the legacy of colonialism, but the counter arguments I also make is, yes, we acknowledge that colonialism, therefore we can't continue to blame colonialism for our problems. Having leaders like President Kamuzu Having leaders like
layout is not straightforward.
Aided by what the Belgians
You know, go understand them. I want to be there with that. Me, when I was going to start, now anywhere, I only say I get my but now I don't understand them. Now, why I don't too like that layout. I don't understand every place where they say you.
Remember, you were talking about dignifying the position, the seat of the president because of patriotism. But you see, dignity is only bestowed on a seat by the quality of the occupants of that seat.
Or 2020, I don't think.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I will never see the American president.
I guess so. I said no. I can go back.
Trump as certain as he can come. You will take another American president to be able to recalibrate my mentality towards the respect of an American president. A man that has turned the seat into a joke. A man that perpetrated insurrection. A man that had Ukraine go through a merry-go-round. So if you know that you were supposed to come back and give them a weapon, where the intelligence agency told you that Russia was not going to bomb, but you kept on fooling yourself with Putin, thinking that you're smarter than a KGB official, when the joke is on you. So now that Putin has finally showed you that I'm an ex-KGB official, now you are acting shocked or surprised. Anyway, I'm not surprised. Is it not the same Trump that a body double faked to be Mikhail Gorbachev and came to visit Trump when he was still a realtor. And Trump welcomed the fake Mikhail Gorbachev. Fact check me on that story, if it ever happened. Fact check me, it happened in the 80s. So I'm not surprised. But now he has realized that Russia is never letting it. He can see, if he's seeing the war with Ukraine was in response to what the West is doing, and trying to do basics and trying to prevent the ultimate expansionism. The joke is on you.
But
The move where it's happening.
like
It
it is
5,000 word article.
the stability they get. Oh yeah.
He has historical precedent to be to take over.
This one they show you say you do what? If they
So now he said
shoot,
he's going
your
to
phone will be shake.
Yes.
So now you
one
could
company that took
control
over
it.
Russia. There's always the Graham and the Lions are pushing that bill in the house. It's going to bring inside.
Yeah, they go
If they put them out of the SWIFT system, did that work? Now he's accepted to give Ukraine weapons, but he's going to sell it through Europe.
It's simple.
Anyway, President Zelensky has quickly
When
called
she
this fight
do a
because Trump, when you don't thank him,
see,
it's
one
a
thing
problem.
before they do the
And
layout.
he told him to thank him.
Now here you
And
go
let's
select
see how
now.
all of this
If you want to
pans
invite,
out. Also, that Putin didn't deceive him. That's what truly deceived him. He said Putin deceived Bush and Trump and
Hello, everyone.
Clinton and the like, and Obama. He deceived you. In fact, you were easily wise.
If you have any question on finance or how to build wealth, you can ask me questions on this platform and I'll be willing to answer your questions. And if you have not watched my videos are actually out there. You can go out there and watch them. So if you have any questions relating to money, how to build wealth, how to build finances, how to get financial freedom, this platform is actually for you. So this platform is actually for making money. It's how to create wealth. It's how to build money. It's how to build wealth. You can ask me questions and I'll be answering your questions. I'm still trying to edit my video. I just did a video now. So I'm still trying to edit the video. So since you are one of the first people that will be watching, I just came online for my video, and the video is about how to build wealth through your salary, how you can actually build wealth through your salary, how you can become rich, how you can become financially independent. So if you have any questions, I'm here for you. Ask me your questions and I'll answer your questions.
Not to bring in all sorts of things. I think it was a philosopher that talked about the tomfoolery of democracy sometimes.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone.
Socrates. I talked about the tomfoolery of democracy that if care is not taken, you can bring in buffoons as leaders. Languages, there's so many different, because that's not how we were. They found us and we were different ethnicities, but they came and they said, this thing is too difficult. Let's bunch you people up together as, so that's another part of the legacy. So now you find Sutu in South Africa, in those two states, Kings, parts of KZN, and Eastern Cape and so forth, they're all around there. Now, what's the argument by this Dr. Tsepoli Polo? Dr. Tsepoli Polo has been on it for a couple of years now, where he's saying that we need to get our land back, our land was taken away and so forth. However, you need to remember that in 1964, I believe it was a Cairo Declaration by the African Union. The African Union, at the time, it was the Organization of African Unity. They came together and they said that if we all start asking for our land from pre-colonial times, there's going to be a state of anarchy and chaos in Africa. Because just imagine, from Cape to Cairo, if every single ethnic group started saying that, no, we need to revisit our borders from before the colonial times. So 1964, the Cairo Declaration was agreed upon, which says that we will the border integrity
of what the colonialists created moving forward for Africa. But this man is standing on a 1962 declaration from the United Nations that says Basutoland people can have the right to self-determination. Anyway, in summary, it's a mess. He's not going to get what he's looking for, of course, because South Africa is not ceding land to anybody. He has one seat in Parliament, in a Parliament of 120 people. He's a revolutionary, good for him. And I hope to look for other ways to further to further sort of the good of the Sutu people as a whole. I don't think ceding land is going to declaring himself the paramount ruler is going to do anything for him. But I think it's a noble. It's besides getting a noble cause. Yeah.
Let's go back like the Catholic State West on April is at the airport where the body of the President Buhari is set to be seen. It's even morning. I hope you're doing well. We do know that the President's body has started its journey from London almost to Abuja. Give us an update on what you've seen on the ground there.
All right, thank you. I'm here at the International Airport in Sydney, where the remains of the former president, the late President Muhammad Buhari, is expected to arrive here at several presidents are expected to arrive here. Today in Daura, as the nation pays its last respect to a man who has been described by many as one who has a tall figure, one who lived a simple and humble life. Well, just moments ago, we saw the governor of the state. He just left the airport. I believe he came there to ensure that decorations are informed as the remains of the former president are expected. Also, the former vice president, in the person of Benue Shibajo, just arrived this airport a few minutes ago, and we understand he's heading straight to Katsina Metropolis, and a few hours later, they will be back here as they receive the body of the former late president. Also, what do we expect? We expect that the remains of the former president will arrive aboard the Nigerian Air Force aircraft here in the airport. We also expect that there will be a ground military reception, because I saw the military over there rehearsing as they expect the arrival of his remains. Also, we also expect that there's a huge possibility that his coffin will be transferred to a hearse or a military convoy. What we're also hearing is that it might likely be transported via the helicopter straight to what we're on ground here and here to live for our viewers everything that happens as the nation pays its last and final tribute to former President Muhammad Buhari.
Right, we see great work, very somber time for Nigeria. I just want to ask, what are the details? We're getting some report that probably the body has just left about an hour ago in the UK. So that means around 6 hours, even if the plane flies so fast, maybe 5:45, 5:50, it gets there. That's enough. That's 5 hours, 45 minutes, 5 hours, 50 minutes. It gets here. So plus 8:30-ish to about 5 something. That's about, if my math serves me right, that's about 1, 2-ish. And when will we be able to get the body in time to be able to, come out before the sunset? Does everybody know all about that?
Yes, what we know is that as we speak, the body is airborne, and the time issued by the governor of the states and from the federal government is that it is expected to arrive as you know. But just like you rightly predicted, it's also possible that at the point when the aircraft left London, now the actual time we don't report it. So give and take, we expect the remains of the former president to arrive at noon, latest 1 p.m. At most 2 p.m. But we do know what we know is that according to Islamic rites, and that was one of the reasons why this.
Oh, no, madam. Yes, madam.
No, and swimmer, but I just want to trust you.
Okay.
So the other person that's saying was that you said,
Okay,
then
madam.
Michael.
Okay, madam.
Those are the only ones that say.
Okay, madam.
Then low and
Suleiman. Okay,
I
madam.
want to be sure that I know how to address
Exactly,
them,
madam.
because the other person that's saying
Okay, madam.
they are fine with it.
Okay.
They know of it.
Exactly.
I'm not sure if it's these two people that
Yes, madam.
that
Okay. Thank you, madam. happy during this period because that's when money is actually coming in at the end of the day. So, but unfortunately, you are actually paid your salary. You actually pay for your effort for the next day, for the past 30 days. So the pay is actually the day for payment of salary. And most workers are actually very happy during this period because that's when money is actually coming in at the end of the day. So, but unfortunately, buying cars, buying expensive clothes, and each time you get your salary, how in office for three years and 3 months, okay? If we have arrested 100 criminals, non-mafia kidnappers, and so on and so forth, 99.99% of them are equal. Did you hear me right? I said 99.99% of them are equal. So these things are verified because that was part of the lie. That was propaganda. And I took kidnapping because it is the next lucrative business after Yago and drug. The next one for fine disabled kidnapping. But the same, even other states, if an affair in your Anambra, they can appellate the fact, but them on side of and try to get one out of your getting in the line. Only a line of your mouth, did it outside on the flag. Let me, I'll repeat, I want you to put me right. 99.99% of all the criminals, kidnappers, and so on that were arrested so
Igbos are the ones kidnapping Igbos, they are the ones killing Igbos. All this mark Igbo. I'm like, it's like up with the same false narrative. The false narrative like that, oh, the Fulanis, they are infecting our people. They are out everywhere. They are waiting for which to be blown. And days and they will take over. And therefore, we are the one who are the liberators. We are now going into the bush to go to chase out the Fulani. Nobody asked the question. They are now the mafia to go and liberate you. How do they feed 1 month, 2 months, 1 year? How do they feed? How do they feed? So that's, you see, no one ever. Like I said, I'm one of you, but I decided to go. In '99, I was a visiting professor at Sweden College. Okay, and I remember the last conversation on the Vanessa for. Just from there, I moved down here to DC, to the World Bank, where I spent 18 months. I was just living, and they were having a